Okie dokie. I have a pretty exciting one for you today. This is Wayfarer Tog Merfolk Looter. Creatures with activated abilities. Deck. I really loved Merfolk Looter in my last deck, Survival Madness. And it got me thinking if I could fit it into the sort of Psychatog control deck that I was playing, to kind of give this just like a little bit extra of that sustain. It's kind of hard to describe the feeling that I want to emulate, but basically you could have all your value come from cantrips and kind of drawing the right card at the right time. Or you can kind of brute force some value with Weathered Wayfarer, with Merfolk Looter and Weathered Wayfarer, and kind of do all the same stuff. So, notable differences, that deck had like Cataclysm, and this deck has no such double white pip spells. Means it doesn't have to play the second planes. This has Wayfarer and Looter instead of cantripy type spells. This has a more support for a card like Foil. Weathered Wayfarer and Foil are cards that always want to be in the same, like have always wanted to be in the same deck. Like the dream was like Weathered Wayfarer, Daze, Foil, Gush. It's just like, oh my god, my Weathered Wayfarer is always on. I'm feeding my foils. That just like seems super amazing. And then if you don't draw a Wayfarer, Gush is good with Foil. And then if you don't draw Gush, Daze is okay with Foil. And then sometimes you cast Foil for 4 mana. You have enough cards that your opponent wants the Plowshares, right? So kind of do that stuff. Meddling Mage 2/2, prisony thing that attacks for 2, blocks for 2. More card advantage. Wonder for the super grindy matchups. I think 1 copy is pretty okay. Because there are decks that you'll just get into this board stall. You're playing multiple Psychatogs, right? So like you'll be in spots where you have 3 Psychatogs in play and your opponent has like 6, all of them, all things smaller than Psychatog, right? And Wonder will let you break that stalemate because you can kind of never, like, you don't really want to chump attack and then grind your graveyard down, stuff like that. Vindicate, I love this card. Armageddon synergizes with Wayfarer, Mox. Everything just feels like synergy, but also like doesn't need the synergy to survive. The mana base is maybe slightly improved from my last Esper Psychatog deck. It's still trying to like cast Counterspell, which is, I don't know, a little awkward. Like I think ideally, like you only ever need like 1 blue source, 1 white source, and 1 black source in play. But I think Counterspell is sort of too good. Circular Logic. I kind of like all these spots where you can kind of sometimes have a 1 mana Counterspell, sometimes have a Daze. It's all very surprising. And then, yeah, the core cards are just exciting. Merfolk Looter and Weathered Wayfarer. And then if you have Wayfarer without drawing the Looter, Wayfarer decks, I feel like, have been begging to play 1 copy of Cephalid Coliseum. You're sitting there, you're activating your Wayfarer, you're just like getting lands. They don't do anything. You have 10 cards in hand. They're all lands. Cephalid Coliseum isn't out. I could see myself playing 2 Cephalid Coliseum and more lands, right? And then maybe I don't play Factor Fiction. Maybe I play I think Compulsion is like maybe a ridiculous card to put in a Magic deck, but maybe Latinam's Legacy is pretty good in the Factor Fiction slot, or Sylvan Library worth considering, right? Like you can kind of play any colors you want. But I'm kind of tied to the idea that Gush is like good in this deck and kind of the type of card that you would want. But I could definitely see like also playing 0 Gush and 4 Factor Fiction, but Factor Fiction being 4 mana means that Weathered Wayfarer is going to be on less. So it's kind of hard to say. But Factor Fiction is just kind of amazing, right? In your Psychatog deck. You kind of want like maximum Gush Factor Fiction in most 4 copies of Psychatog decks too. So, the only thing is like maybe I can just move Meddling Mage to the sideboard and then I'll just be a Psychatog control deck, Psychatog mid-range deck with no Meddling Mage. But Meddling Mage feels like just some extra, goodness. Sideboard is your pretty classic good card sideboard, cards that you don't mind drawing multiple copies of, like Engineered Plague and Chill, and also Phyrexian Furnace, honestly, and a little extra Armageddon. And yeah, I don't know. We feel kind of tuned. You know, there's some like weird stuff about this 20 land deck. It's like, should it be less? Should it be more? Like, you wouldn't play less unless you were playing cantrips. You wouldn't play more because you're going to flood out with, you know, so you have 20 lands, you have 4 Mox Diamonds. So you play 3 more lands and you're playing like 27 mana sources. Weathered Wayfarer is a mana source that puts you to 31. I always like to try to balance my deck away from being over 30 mana sources if your non-mana source cards aren't like, I don't know, survival of the fittest, like Primeval Titan, to borrow from another format. Like I actually can't like imagine, or if your deck is 80 cards, right? But I can't imagine you want to play 32 mana sources. Like the Oath Ponza deck just like pisses me off sometimes. Where it's like, that's way too many mana sources. I think the Terragen decks play way too many mana sources. I mean, that's how they're designed, but it just, I don't know, it blows my mind. Like, you have to count Weathered Wayfarer as a land, so you want to play fewer mana sources, ideally. And that's kind of where Gush comes in. It lets us cheat down on mana sources because Gush is a Lotus Petal on turns where you don't have land drop. So these are all things that kind of feel good. What feels bad, I don't know. I'll just get run over by goblins and elves. It's like the plan is just put Engineered Plague in play. And I mean, Psychatog is good against goblins and elves, so that's for what it's worth. But yeah, it's the Engineered Plague plan. Also not going to be great against burn. I'm borrowing my Grotog sideboard strategy. And like, I don't know, probably this should be one Ray of Revelation, but I already submitted, so that's showbiz. But yeah, Wayfarer, Tog, Looter. Still thinking of a good name for this deck. Maybe by the outro I'll have come up with something. But until then, I mean, Esper, what did Esper decks used to be called? They used to have like, I don't know, a name sometimes. But yeah. Wub. Blue, white, black. Tog. Yeah. Creature mid. Esper mids. Moneyball Esper. Okay. It's just going to be Moneyball Esper, baby. I don't know. Enjoy the games. All right, playing against Tomaz. Had the pleasure of meeting this fine gentleman in London when I visited, and he gave me a zine from the London crew. That was really cool. A loose keep, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't have any card advantage, but I can like counterspell and then hopefully land a good Meddling Mage, or like figure out what he's doing. I think he likes playing Replenish, maybe? Basic Island, pass. Meddling Mage number 2. I think we want to name something good with our Meddling Mages. Opt is almost certainly Grotog or Dreadnought, and it's more likely to be Dreadnought. I really want to draw a land. It's pretty awkward to run Meddling Mage into Counterspell, then Swords Plowshares without Counterspell backup, but I can't pass another turn, so. Guess I should have just named Phyrexian Dreadnought in the dark. Or I might have gotten Stifled if that happened. Dreadnought. Stifle. Could always Mage naming Vision Charm. Nope, that's no longer the plan. I mean, this pretty much always smells like Vision Charm here. With the 1 mana up. It's also like a play around Daze, so it's kind of fine. Hard counter. Gush foil. Gush double foil would obviously be disgusting. Oh, Impulse, looking for foil. No counterspell outs now. Guess I should rip the turn 1 Meddling Mage. Kind of an interesting one. God, I really want to draw land. I mean, I've kept this hand because I was like, oh, it could be good against Dreadnought, but if I don't draw a land here and I just get my Meddling Mage dazed, isn't that just like the worst? Okay, well, we go for it. I guess I could play around the Stifle Daze. I don't know. It's fine, I think. Oh, I could have played Mox Diamond to play around the Stifle Daze. Didn't think about that. I should have thought about that. Mox Diamond play around Stifle Daze. But at least I've got plenty of time here. Like, I can just draw Wayfarer and I'll be fine, I think. Island. Should chill on the island. Don't think so. I think we've got to play it. Our Vindicate is turned off, but we have Plowshares Counterspell. Flash of Insight's pretty good. But we can still get cooking. Just need a little bit of engine. I guess I got through the first Dreadnought with just the Plowshares, right? So Meddling Mage, sort of 2-for-1, 2-for-2'd. But I could have played further round Daze for probably the rest of the game. So I think that was bad. I think I could have just played the Mox. Nothing to see here. Factor Fiction always gets dazed too. Contemplating a big flash. Probably doesn't need to. Meddling Mage. Number 3. Wait for Counterspell backup is an option. Oh, counter the Dreadnought. 5 cards in hand. 5 cards in hand is kind of a lot. Plus the virtual 6th. I think we just got to trade with the Counterspell here on tempo. Also, I have to be worried about Powder Keg main deck. Those are always a problem. They're a little flooded. Another Vindicate. Holding off on the big flash still, it seems. Impulse. Getting pretty deep, but lots of resources used. I've got resources. Got Armageddon, which can actually kind of do some business. They have like a lot of lands in play, so even if they gush, it's like fine. Additional island. Huh. Yeah, I still don't think I'm casting this Mox Diamond right. Hard cast Gush. It's kind of actually good to see. I play around Daze. Guess I will play around Daze for one more turn or something. Oh, okay. This is the turn. It's one turn before I can cast this Factor Fiction. It's pretty bad for me. This is just going to be too much backup, I think. I mean, I've got quad interaction, but my interaction is really bad against Vision Charm. I don't know. I guess I should have gone for Factor Fiction. But yeah, they're on the 9 cards. This is always getting a swamp. Might as well go fishing. 1 island left in my deck. No planes left in my deck. Starts with a Gush. Huh. Okay. Dreadnought. Just let this resolve and counter the Vision Charm. I mean, I can also just let this resolve. Plowshares, Counterspell, Armageddon or something. Plowshares, Counterspell, take 12, Vindicate. Double Vindicate in a future turn. There's the Gush foil or Gush. I mean, it could just be Gush into another Vision Charm. Second Vision Charm, sure. No Plow. Merfolk Looter. Fact. Looter. Dromars. Take the Dromar's pile. I guess Cephalid Coliseum's kind of nuts, though. Just play Looter. I mean, Dromars, I can just like run out Armageddon. And then I'll just have Island. Probably just play Looter. Oh, I can play 2 Looters, can I? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. All right, 1, 2, 3 mana. So just short 1 mana. All right, so we take the Coliseum, right? Or no, because we have to play the Mox. Okay. I mean, I guess I could have gone Coliseum, cast Looter. I think that's not good enough. Enough mana for double Vindicate, right? Guess I should play Meddling Mage on turn 1. Or my turn 2, I guess. I guess a basic island. Just because it's so good. I mean, I would have just gotten my island stifled. Would have been bad. Or, I mean, I guess I should have tried to beat the Stifle Daze a little better. In for 12. I could draw Psychatog. It's not looking great though. Vindicate, Counterspell back up. Loot. Plowshares. Okay, it's about as good as it gets. Vindicate, Counterspell, Plowshares +1. My Mox Diamonds can get disrupted, right? 7 cards in hand feels like it's gonna be probably enough to do enough. Hardcast foil. Two vision charms gone. Hardcast foil. Counterspell the foil. Counterspell the counterspell. Plowshares Dreadnought. Get it misdirected to my Merfolk Looter. Double Daze? Question mark. Yeah, foil. One too many. I think I probably played that wrong. I think probably should just get around it. All right. Whatever. Disenchant. Plowshares. These cards. Weathered Wayfarer is never that exciting. Don't need Wonder. Phyrexian Furnace, huh? Just for the engine. Don't have to play that many Armageddons. Armageddon kills Factory. So does Psychatog. Meddling Mage. Probably fine. I can't beat a brain freeze, unfortunately. That's like the only thing. Still on the play, I think. Keep. Mage of Meddling, Psychatog, Furnace, Perfect Mana, Phyrexian Dread. Not. This could get Essence Flared. Guess I should. No, I don't have to. I mean, sometimes I'm cycling this, but I don't think I am. Alright. I could always disenchant this. Should we resolve a Merfolk Looter? I think that is gotta be better, right? Because then I can just tog with backup. I think it's just past the turn. Need to cycle this Phyrexian Furnace for what it's worth. Not the most exciting, but I have multiple copies, so it's okay. Loot. These cards are good. Not a big deal to lose a Mox here, I think. Targo. 1 mana counterspell. Proof that Daze is always online in this matchup. Targ resolves. Parallax Tide. Okay. Guess I do need Mox. Kind of wait for them to make the copy, I think, so they don't have the information. It's kind of sad. I was planning on casting Armageddon. This is targeting the Tog. Oh, Gush. Okay, they get their island back. Tog gets bounced. Don't want to sacrifice it, I guess, because it doesn't work the way I want it to. Alright, I really needed the Mox, but it's okay. It's just a little awkward that my fetch... Oh, best possible draw on my deck. Another Tide. Aggressive, but understandable. Or same Tide, rather. I guess it's Pitch Island. It's probably just Pitch Looter. Do I intentionally feed an island to this Parallax Tide versus putting it directly into my graveyard? The latter. I mean, they can also just like play a protected Dreadnought, right? I need more foils for this matchup. It kind of feels rude that I don't have access to foil. Ugh, am I getting beat by Dreadnought with my like super anti-Dreadnought deck with like 1,000 anti-Dreadnought cards? I guess I have to play a null on the sideboard. Boo. I hate playing a null in white decks. It's better than Disenchant, but it's not always better than Disenchant. Especially in a deck that has continual dig like this. I can't even get enough white sources, right? Because my white sources are now just Dromars. I can't like fetch a Mox Diamond with Weathered Wayfarer. But at least Daze has nothing quite going on. His plan is to just stifle the thing, then who cares? I'm going to play this Flooded Strand and just like not try to activate it. It's time. Going for the big Gush, sure. Dreadnought. Draw a foil. Flooded Strand. Pitch the Flooded Strand. Stifle, 4 cards in hand. I actually have 0 removal in my hand right now. I've looted like 10 times. Going for a Mox, I guess. Wasteland. That's not very useful. God, looting the Mox was like my worst decision the entire game. I just like thought about it too quickly, I think. But this is how you have to play. You have to be good. You can't just be like me and fuck everything up all the time. I could have also just boarded out Weathered Wayfarers. It's kind of an interesting question. All right. Let's see what happens here. At least another Stifle's a resource. So don't hate to see it, because I'm kind of in Mox or bust anyways. My Gush needs to deliver a Mox and a and something good, and a removal spell, or I guess Mox is fine because I can just cast Psychatog. Nope. Mox. Nope. I shouldn't have played the City of Brass into the second thing too. I could also just sit there and not run into the second tide. Let's hold City of Brass. Seems bad. Anyways, it's an 0-2, so it is what it is. See if Surges is table up. Okay. All right. We punted, right? Just playing a little bit too loose. Just like slightly, really small things matter. The details really, really matter. All right. Turn 2 Psychatog. Is that good? I have to imagine it is. Could be like the difference between getting run over or not. Oh, I should have thought about duress at least, but they should duress the Gush like 100% of the time. Oh, Carnal Page. That is not a problem. Island, play island, pitch island, I think. Life total matters. Hopefully I don't eat the one smother in their universe. Mono black aggro, huh? It's been a while. Don't have tons of sideboard cards. Engineer Plague Naming Zombie is like kind of fine. Have to deal with a Withered Wretch. Was a card that I Speak of the Devil. Alright, that's fine. I have answers for this. Okay, that's not my favorite. We're just going to name Smother here. That's the only card that kills Psychatog in the black card pool, pretty much. Should we play Polluted Delta? I don't think so. Just play Island. Pass the turn. But yeah, that Withered Wretch is going to make things annoying. They're just exiling cards from my graveyard. Vindicate. I'm supportive of Vindicate on Withered Wretch, but I don't have to cast it now, and I would rather Vindicate a Graveborn Muse. I could get top deck Duress, which would be pretty bad. But also, I can start attacking for 2. Seems fine. Technically faster clock. But they have 5 cards in hand, and I think I'll win any game that lasts for a while. So, like, the thing is, I could attack for 3. I get the 4th damage in from them paying 1 life to deal 2. But instead it's just 2 damage. So it's like 4 for 2 or 2 for 1. Oh, it's Tempting Worm. Interesting. It is going to be Graveborn Muse punish or Phyrexian Arena punish. Call the Herd, not a punish. Psychatog prevails. Should I play a land? I guess I am allowed to. Engineered Plagues look a lot worse against diversified opponents. Not sure what I would do. Guess it's just like a Psychatog hand or bust most of the time. Well, it's a good thing I blew up though with a red trite, because otherwise my Psychatog would just be small forever, and then I think I should have considered playing the Delta instead of the island last turn though. It's okay, we pretty much just need to draw anything. Maybe not Vindicate. I might Vindicate a land or Wastes even, but I don't know, that seems a little thin. Just get Weathered Wayfarer. Broccoli soup. Frontside Call the Herd. I think this doesn't matter. Caldera. Could be a 3-color deck. Tempting Worm. Rancor. Interesting. Oh, Rancor and then attack with Elephant. I'm not positive I understand that, but that's fine with me. Definitely annoying that it'll do more psychic damage. I'll just be able to cast Call Herd every turn. Festering Goblin. Okay. That's a new one. Plowshares. Not really a concern. Nothing is a concern yet. Serves. Okay, I'll continue to eat some elephants. I think they lost faith in their long game, maybe? Like, I kind of think that their long game is pretty reasonable here. Like if they just go wide with elephants instead of trading 1 for 4 damage every turn. Gush. Play 1 island. And pass, hold the rest. I mean, Gush was a great draw. I guess stuff could get bolted. Oh, I should have eaten the Mox Diamond instead of the island. Not a huge deal. Flashback. Rancor something. Doesn't have to. Not forced to this turn. Could have always Meddling Maged. Naming Rancor. Alright. Psychatog has grinded out. We now go back to your regularly programmed attacking with Meddling Mage. I think so. I get in for the 1 damage. Could be a Hatred here. Hatred would be pretty surprising, but quite good as well. Call the Herd. Yeah, I think with this many Call the Herds, I could have just like had 5 elephants in play for 1 attack. But Tempting Worm is a little bit more chunky. Alright, now I need a Fact or Fiction. Weathered Wayfarer. What's going to happen there? Can I Wayfare for anything good? Probably not. 1, 2, 3 activations. I need the 4th activation. Just kill the Tempting Worm. Take 4 damage. Go down to 1. Eat the Goblin instead. Guess that's where I'm at. Okay, well, didn't draw enough gas. A Wayfarer or a Looter would have just changed everything, but alas. Well, maybe just grinding, attacking every turn did the trick. They got like net damage in every single time. Or maybe I should have blocked Festering Goblin a while ago. I mean, if they have Smother, I'm pretty dead. Who knows? Unfortunately, Gush is no longer live off the top, so I don't like that. Oh, they can kill the Psychatog with the Festering. Oops. That's okay, though. I mean, I can't really draw out, I think. I guess I needed to activate those Flooded Deltas, Flooded Strands to get more mass. I don't know, triple Call the Herd. My decks always lose to any amount of Call the Herd. The Rancor was really good too. Maybe I should have set up the Rancor Plow one turn earlier. Psychatog killed with damage. Must be a first. Okay, but hear me out. Concede. Alright, well, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. So this is for Call the Herd. Don't like counter magic here. Guess Wonder is fine. I can just block. Armageddon seems kind of slow. I think Engineered Plague, just to slow them down, is like kind of fine. Like even if I just name Elephant. This is not typically a good matchup for like Groatog type decks. But having 4 Psychatogs does change things. Yeah, I kind of want to just be able to kill Withered Wretch, right? Just like play all the plagues. Just like name whatever they have. Zombie. I mean, they have Festering Goblin in their deck. Alright. I think it's a plague. Plague time. We want Circular Logic or Wonder. I mean, Wonder. Maybe Wonder is like pretty bad because they have Withered Wretch. All right. Can't really keep this. This is acceptable. I think I need all the gas. I could get my gas dressed. So no turn 1 play. Turn 2 Tempting Worm Slam. Ooh, Wasteland. Nice. Can't do anything about that. Guess I could float. Yeah, hate to see it. Tempting Worm Slam. Nope, no slam. Call the Herd Slam. Oof. Deck is giving up on me now. It was a good run of 2 games, 3 games, 3 matches. At least if this is Call the Herd, they can't cast it back to back. Is this desperation? I don't know. Tempting Worm Slam? Tempting Worm Slam 1 time. Okay, Call the Herd. Guess I'm gushing for the loss here. Mox or bust. Damn. Okay. That is good enough for me. All right. Battling Heavy Played with our extremely fun deck. With one of the most thin hands I have ever seen in my life. But I think it's still just a keep. Opponent is on the mulligan to 5 and the Swamp Dress opener. I feel like taking the Daze here is good. I wonder how we are against Moneyball Black. I think... I don't know. I mean, Psychatog's really good against them. Weathered Wayfarer is kind of like a counter to Hypnotic Spectre in like a weird way. So is Plowshares. I feel like they take the Plowshares, run something into Daze. I get a Psychatog. Yeah, okay. But I imagine they try to Cabal Therapy the Psychatog. So just gonna like, play turn 1 Psychatog. I'm like playing against a mono black deck, like most likely. And I don't really want to not have a Psychatog. The only downside is that I'll never cast Gush or anything for the rest of the game. Also, Psychatog can just get smothered. It's a pretty tough call. I mean, I guess it's not that tough of a call, right? Just it does nothing if I put Psychatog into play this turn. I just put it into play next turn. Oh. It's a black-green deck. Oh, Wall of Roots is less of a problem. Okay, so Armageddon plan. Hopefully they don't get Survival of the Fittest. Okay, well, guess we're picking that island up because we have to foil the Survival Fittest if they have it. But the good news is if this is a like survival rock deck, it's kind of bad against Psychatog. Psychatog has like they just like don't play a lot of removal, and their only removal is Bone Shredder. So they won't get a lot of offense through. They kind of have to get it done with like their combos. Qual Therapy, they'll just name Plowshares. Flashback, Jam Survival. Very good play if they have access to it. think one Ray of Revelation, I'd be slightly happier guy. Oh, I guess Phyrexian Furnace is really excellent against survival. Yeah. Ball Therapy, Flashback, Name Foil, Jam Survival, but no mana. I could also just Vindicate this green source. They're multi-5. Gush, that's sad. At least like their first few turns. Like they have one green source in play. They're just going to be, first they're going to get Birds of Paradise. Then they're going to get Squee. So it's going to be a while before this survival revs up. Maybe I'll have an answer by then. Yeah. Or maybe they just have no creatures. That's the dream for me. Ooh, Looter. Excited to draw a Merfolk Looter with a Gush in hand. Okay. I mean, if they don't have any mana, they're just going to die before they can do anything. Oh, the natural Squeeze. Pretty gross, and they get Wall of Roots. I mean, Birds is better than Wall of Roots right now because I'll just kill the Wall of Roots with damage. Well, no, Wall of Roots is better. They're not gonna block. Okay, let's see if I can kill them. Island 4 or 5 with 5 in the graveyard. 6 in the graveyard is 5 plus 5 is 10. A little bit short. Could draw Factor Fiction and win if I draw that. Oh, could draw Armageddon and win. Yeah, maybe I should have sorcery mana. I shouldn't just be, oh yeah, we're just going to do this. Okay. Then we're definitely killing this guy. We played our land. Aw. I guess I don't need a Gemstone Mine particularly bad. I guess they can just like be getting these Wall of Roots in sequence. It's pretty good for them. But if they just get 1,000 Wall of Roots, that's like kind of okay. Like, they're going to spend every turn casting Wall of Roots. Just to fog Psychatog. Like, I can beat a Wall of Roots per turn, especially if they're mana screwed. But I do kind of want to, of course, draw a Weathered Wayfarer now. Words I never thought I'd say. Oh, Birds. Birds is pretty good. Okay, well, kind of need my Wonder now. Plowshares. There's the Weathered Wayfarer. Okay. Interesting spot where they can just choose not to play a land. I think if they do that, they'll just be super choked on mana. I'm good to like continue whittling down these Wall of Roots. These islands aren't really cooking. Although I only have 4 islands in my deck. So I can't like discard. I need 2. I need 2 in my universe. This is the last island I can discard. Oops. That's a deck design flaw. Okay, no blocks. So the Wall of Roots is a mana doubler, but the Birds of Paradise is potentially more annoying. I mean, they can't operate the Wall of Roots forever, whereas they can operate the Birds forever. I could also just not Plowshares. I could like plan to Plowshares a Masticore or whatever. Or a Mesmeric Fiend. They're like looking at their deck. They're like, no good cards in here. And they go for Birds of Paradise again. I'm starting to get the feeling that Plowsharing this Birds is not going to be worthwhile, but I don't know. They have to like Wall of Roots, use their green mana to cast the Birds. And then they have to use it again to Squee. It's like tempos. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be more valuable if they have like things that matter later in the game. Or I guess I could plow the Wall of Roots. And then they just Birds playing Birds. Oh, they are going to do that. Okay, well, they got plenty of mana now, so whatever. Mesmeric Fiend au natural. They want to kill the Wayfarer. Ravenous Baloth. All right, you have a 4/4. This does not bother my Psychatog. Meddling Mage. That'll be useful later, maybe. Okay. I now have an Armageddon. Also something that'll be useful later. I mean, I shouldn't name Birds of Paradise, right? Because if I name Birds of Paradise, they'll just loot the Bird's Paradise. I mean, I guess I can name Bone Shredder so I can protect my engine. I guess I can name Birds of Paradise and then cast Armageddon. Go Birds of Paradise, Swords of Plowshares, this, then this cast Armageddon, and then just worry about stuff later. It's kind of an interesting one. Could also name Cabal Therapy. If this was like Survival Madness, they would just have like, or like, you know, my Survival Madness deck. They could have just like put Flying Arrogant Worms into play. I feel like that'd be good. Yeah, I could have just named Bone Shredder. I don't know. If I get my bones shredded, like I still have good stuff going on. I'll be able to work towards the Cephalid Coliseum. Interesting. I personally don't understand this attack, but I guess you are allowed to make it. This is why they say that this is the best creature ever printed, right? I mean, this is like the same thing as gaining. It's kind of gaining 8 life, right? Because it's like munching the Psychatog. Oh, I could have also like plowed the Birds of Paradise, fetched, but I'm trying to fetch so that I can do whatever next turn. I had plowed the Birds of Paradise, fetched, and pumped with the Exile instead. I mean, obviously this puts me farther away from Cephalid Coliseum. Oh, okay. Well, now they have a Bone Shredder in their hand. I don't know. Oh, they're going to play a land? Are they trying to draw a land? I'm pretty sure I put Vindicates in this deck, right? Duress. Okay, he can Duress the Armageddon. Into birds. Okay. Big old nothing burger here. There it is. Oh, they added a yield to all button. That's kind of cool. I would never trust that, but it's good enough for me. So I have a land coming into play. This is the land going to my hand. I mean, Cephalid Coliseum could be open as soon as next turn, but I don't need Cephalid Coliseum because I have Merfolk Looter, right? So I just like grab a fetch land, fetch again, just do like lots of thinning and getting stuff into my graveyard. So do this, get plains, get swamp. Or get plains, get island. Something like that. Get plains. Get the last fetchable out of my deck, question mark. Whatever, it's okay. I guess I'll just get swamp. I don't need to be super all about Gush here. Get in with Psychatog. Should I clear a Wall of Blossoms? I mean, I don't have a ton of Psychatog juice, so BBW, BW1, BWG, Morph. Normally a Vigilante. Could be a Bane of the Living. Kind of interesting. It's always correct to loot. Can no longer Gush for alternate casting cost. Interesting. Fair enough. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just going to cast it for 5 mana. Or I can loot it, I guess. Looting it is a... I have an extra Plowshares, but it's also like... I only have 3 Plowshares left to cast for the entire rest of the game, so things are a little bit annoying here. But I also can't get Bane of the Living. Would they not? I mean, I don't know. I sort of can, right? Because they have a lot of 1/1s too. They also just like want me to cast the Plowshares in my hand. Yeah. Antuco Vigilante is fine. I have no quarrel with losing a Mox Diamond here. I've got everything I need. I'll just loot the Gush. I'm getting half the value of the Gush anyways by looting it. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I guess I could have just looked for a counterspell effect. Probably would have been I have 1 island left in my deck. Yeah, I'm not going to try to make it to 5 to cast this Gush, right? Looks like there's a thing. I'm just going to name Survival of the Fittest here. Don't need to clear this Blossoms. Ooh, that smells like Genesis. How can they get Genesis into their graveyard, though? Or maybe the deadlock for a while. They have no survival. They have nothing main deck. Like, they have no removal spells main deck. How do they win? They like literally can't beat a single Psychatog. Yeah. Have a looter. I'm just gonna start grinding. I should have gotten a Gemstone Mine that turn. I got a fetch though, because I was gonna like fetch right away or whatever. I was gonna just loot the fetch. 3 mana. Recurring Nightmare. Ugh. That's annoying. I guess I should have plowed this Blossoms in response. Blossoms for roots? They love roots. Okay, Shredder. Shredder gets paid. Pretty good for them. Nothing I can do about that. Okay, but their one Shredder is going away for me, please. The Vindicate is kind of interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could Vindicate them off 7, but let's go ahead and get the attack in. Just do a chill on the Vindicate, I think. I just like plow the wall of Blossoms or do things that I need to do. Need to turn the volume off of my other computer, but I have my hard drive connected via the same, what is it? I don't know, I have to do a lethal calculation. 5, 6, it's not enough. I guess we should loot, right? Because we could draw something good. Okay. I guess I should have stayed untapped. Let's see, what if I just like discard, put my keyboard away, plug in my keyboard to the other thing. Okay, Masticore with the ping onto something. Nothing there. Get a Cephalid Coliseum. Or I guess I want them to ping my Merfolk Looter, so we can like hide that we have the Cephalid Coliseum to do that. Mox Diamond. Does Mox Diamond do anything? Probably not. All right, let's just loot this diamond probably. No, we need it for Wasteland. I want to hold the Mox because I have like the Wayfarer active and I can draw an Armageddon. Still in my deck for sure. A little bit annoying because now they can use the recurring Nightmare to recur Wall of Roots, but what are you going to do? I guess I can play a land. I don't really want to play a land though because I'm going to loot the next turn with Cephalid. And this was only 8 plus 6, 14 damage. It was a little short. Duress. You got me. Used all your black mana for this? Have a swamp in hand or something? Just gets Baloth? Baloth doesn't do anything. You're supposed to get roots here. Gotta grind. Alright, this is going to be an Ancestral Recall sized Cephalid Coliseum, I think. Although we want to activate this first for this. And then we want a Cephalid Coliseum. Nice. 1, 2, and I mean, I guess I'll pitch the Gush, right? This Armageddon is like kind of bad for me because, you know, whatever. 21 cards left in my deck. I mean, my plan is to just be like Armageddon Wonder, win the game, right? Man. Just pitch the duplicate. Weathered Wayfarer is fine. I don't even know how many lands are left in my deck. 20, 10 plus 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 plus 7. Almost. Guess I should pitch the Gush because it's never happening. Okay, they just hardcast Squee. Oh, because they can Recurring Nightmare with it. Play another Birds. All right. The Birds are the problem now. Oh, Meddling Mage. Okay, that's fine. So we can now just Meddling Mage naming Recurring Nightmare. How many lands that make mana are even left in my deck? I kind of need my diamonds. I have 1 land that makes mana left in my deck. Oops. Oops, we didn't build a good deck. We built a deck with way too many fetch lands, chat. It's okay. Okay, it's gonna be a while, but we will win the game, I swear to God. It's like a nice little 20-minute game one. Hardcast Wall Blossoms, cool. Play a land. Right? You're not scared. Oh, it's gonna be a duress. Oh, come on, therapy. Come on. Okay. Okay, now we no longer have get in outs, but we still have wonder outs. Should I like bring in Engineered Plague just to deal with Birds of Paradise? Oh, they hit with Gush too. That's pretty strong. Okay. Well, I'm glad I put the Wonder in my deck because this Squee would like deadlock me otherwise. Oh, wait. Do I have an island? I have one island left. That's fine. Just need the island to survive. Merfolk Looter. There's like no way, right? Just do it for safety. Weathered Wretch. Okay, I have to vindicate this stupid guy. It's so annoying. Just like takes damage away from my Psychatog. Oh my god, they have so much action. Oh man, and I drew the counterspell. Alright. Let's play Island. Let's play Vindicate. Ah, man, these Birds of Paradise. Gonna take some time. I guess it won't, like, what I need is like another Psychatog, so I have like defensive Psychatog, offensive Psychatog, and then it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, oh wait, hold on, I'll do this first. Get this fetch land out of my deck. Loot. An additional Wayfarer. I mean, I guess 1/1s are like better than nothing, but I'm probably holding this in my hand to loot every turn. There we go. This is like the worst Fact or Fiction ever though, because if I like have Psychatog, oh no, I just like take the pile that contains Psychatog. Okay, that's fine. Guess we'll play City of Brass. I think I'm gonna like loot first and like use this Fact or Fiction slowly or something. If like I wonder is like the last card in my deck though, it's like, and it's gonna take time actually. Okay, let's just off. Don't overthink it. If I get decked, I get decked. All right, so I just take the Tog. Take the Tog. Tog can go offense. Ooh. I choose pile 2. All right. Should I chill? No. Yeah, I should chill until I have like the Psychatog in play. Attack. Blocks with Squee. It's fine. Make him spin his wheels a little bit. Just trying to draw Wonder. Wonder will do the job. I mean, maybe not, right? I only have 12 damage. They're at 25 life. I have 12 damage plus whatever this is. So I like shouldn't loot just because of that situation. Cabal Therapy. I have 25 cards in my graveyard. Squeak. There it is. Go team. Yeah, Weathered Wayfarer either does 1 damage or 1.5 damage with Psychatog, so. But we're just like never going to be able to play a game 2 and 3. Kind of a funny match, but pretty unfortunate it's going to go to time. I might even time out. I mean, I've got a pretty significant clock advantage. I have almost 2 minutes. But I think I'm like pretty decent at playing quickly, except for like clicking all the Psychatog activations is going to be annoying. So the Psychatog activations will take like a pretty significant amount of time. I mean, I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So there, yeah, okay. I appreciate the conceit here, because they could have obviously just made me burn like an annoying amount of time, but they're a good sport, so kudos to that. All right. Engineered Plague, randomly good to name like squirrels and stuff. I don't know. I'm just gonna play it and name birds sometimes, right? If my plan is to Armageddon them. I don't like counterspells in this matchup because they just have like a lot of discard. They can resolve anything that they really want to, and I'm like not going to counter too much. But Meddling Mage is like kind of fine. Meddling Mage is actually okay. So Meddling Mage is like hit or miss, but it's not the worst. I have like way too much survival of the fittest coverage too. It's kind of awkward. I could also just like not care too much about Armageddon. Okay, so what if I play like just the 2 counterspells? Because sometimes, like if I have it in my hand, it's like not bad, right? It's like weird because Plowshares isn't even good in this matchup. Like a lot of my cards aren't good, but a lot of their cards aren't good. So it's like we're playing mid cards versus mid cards. I think the Engineered Plague idea is like a little bit too whatever. And Armageddon's just a little awkward because they can normally snipe it with a discard spell. Factor Fiction plays poorly into the discard spells. Also trim a Wasteland, but Wastelands can be pitched to Mox Diamond. I also don't have to play lots of Mox Diamond if the game's going to go so long. 2 counterspells, 2 Armageddons, a Wonder, Psychatog, Meddling Mage. I like my deck too much. Alright, we're not playing foil. Foil's just bad card disadvantage. So Gushes are good. I mean, I'm just going to trim a Gush. This deck should only play 3 Gush anyways, or it should play more islands. One or the other. Can't have both. Okay, trim on Meddling Mage. They're not like that good. And then 61. F it. Well, that's an interesting hand that could sometimes work. Probably not. All right. Keeping this, even though it's a little bit thin, but I mean, Looter, Wonder, but they can just like get their Withered Wretch. So just like hold the Wonder the whole game. Swamp Dress is always a good start. Ooh, Therapy Dark is like really, I mean, I do have my 1-drop here. But Therapy Dark is very bold. This is like a big thing about this deck is like I think getting maximum qual therapy value is like the big difference between like super good and super bad. And I would never name Mox Diamond. It's like if my opponent has Mox Diamond, like good for them. It's just it does the same thing as every other card in their deck. But they can flashback naming Looter, so that's like pretty solid. And they can play around Wasteland. I mean, I would always play around Wasteland. Okay, that's not a big deal. Yeah, I've kind of got that under control. Double Withered Wretch is annoying. Okay, well, we'll have the answer in a moment. Please wait for these messages, but I think just a pair of 2/2s is the bigger problem right now. Oh, and I should have pitched the Cephalid because I need the black mana actually. From this second one. I am getting the beat down. Okay, we can just draw a Psychatog and then all of this doesn't matter basically. Meddling Mage. Okay, well, we're looking for Moxes now. Okay. Okay, Gemstone Mine will be how we get this moving. And yeah, we are definitely going to use it to just cast Weathered Wayfarer, right? And I could just play this naming Bone Shredder or something. We'll play this naming Smother. It's like the only removal spell they have in their deck. They would have shredded this Merfolk Looter if they had the chance. I mean, next turn I can like activate Weathered Wayfarer and do the business, but I don't know. I kind of want to remove a Withered Wretch from the battlefield rather than a Spaloth. That's fine. I have a Plowshares for that. Let's just draw another white mana source, please. That counts. Plow you for tempo. Pick up the Gemstone Mine. Play a Weathered Wayfarer. Sit. I mean, if I draw a Mox, I'll play another Weathered Wayfarer. Deal. We ran into this problem before of pitching islands, but I've already cast one Gush and I boarded one out, so we're good, we're good. We're good, we're good, it's good. It's fine. Wretch is in. No blocks. Hopefully no Cabal Therapy. That's like... Oh, they didn't Cabal Therapy. There we go. All right. We are free from the wretched threat. And they F6'd because obviously they can't complete the game. Birds. Loot. Pitch. Draw. Loot. Pitch. This card. This card. And this card. Going to take a while, but we will get there. Cabal Therapy. Counterspell. Blue. Blue. Cabal Therapy Flashback. They don't know that my card is Vindicate, so seems fine to me. Factor Fiction. That'd be like a good last card. I would just cast Factor Fiction maybe. Squee. Let's just get a Delta. Turn. Draw a card. Wasteland this. Loot. Foff. Take whatever 3 cards there are. Choose this one. Any order. Nothing to do here. Yavimaya Elder. Squeeze tax. Draw. I guess we're getting islands. Oh, not enough islands left. Did the thing again. Oh, operating too slowly, I think. So the plan is just to dig for Psychatog and try to deal all the damage. Unfortunately, it's going to take some time. Plowshares the squee, why not? It kind of beats my Psychatog plan, so. Foff. Tog. Choose Tog. Order. Furnace. Oh, fuck. Ugh. Do this. And I lost all my time. Oh, I should get no attacks. Oh, I get my attacks in, right? Birds. Bird says nothing. Swing all. 2 damage. Tog. Grind. Grind. Looter. Pass. Dress. Resolves. Loot. Loot again. Attack. Kill. Grind. Grind. Pass. Black spells. Faceless Butcher. Sure. Oh, I mean, I should look for Counterspell, but it's fine. This. Pick up a land. This. Pick up a land. Coliseum myself. Pitch 1, 2, 3. Any order. Resolves. Plowshares you. Gush. Pitch Wonder. Attack. Pass turn. Survival. Nothing. Okay. That's my 1 turn window. Armageddon. Pass. No lands left in my deck. Nice, got it. I really appreciate that time wasn't wasted on that one. So shout out to Heavy Played. I don't know if Heavy Played is the same as Heavy Played on YouTube, but check them out if so. And sweet little win for the grindy Toggerson, Mick, Wayfarerson, Looterson deck. Kind of like the perfect storm there, though. Like they have no removal. I have like creatures that do things. It's like the dream scenario for Merfolk Looter and Weathered Wayfarer and co. Time to battle Walrus Madness. Hate to take 2 losses. Was actually feeling like the deck was functional through the first 2 matches, right? But I also am not allowed to punt. And I punted. So there is that. All right, these are the hands we like. Island. Do we learn from our stakes? Walrus Madness likes to play Madness, though. I mean, the Dreadnought players don't really play this invasion island, you know? I mean, I think YOLOing the Meddling Mage is just like, I don't know. There we go. All right, so now we do have a choice. Get the engine going. Okay. So it could be in a Dreadnought situation, in which case, I don't know, not ideal. Island, cast a, probably cast a Psychatog this turn. No, I can just cast a Psychatog after they cast a Dreadnought, because then I might need to weave in the Armageddon. Okay, ooh. If they have Gush, it's definitely less good for me. Okay. I mean, I can Gush under their Gush, I guess. Oh, nothing. Am I going to have too many cards in hand after I Gush Wayfarer activate? Maybe. Nope, no longer. Resolves. Play Mox. Don't really want to get in here. Get a Dromars this turn. Think about what I'm doing later. Just go Meddling Mage into Psychatog. Be kind of crazy. Let's just play Meddling Mage. Let's use Weathered Wayfarer to draw 2 cards next turn. Foil. Pitching Island Impulse, 3 cards left in hand. Dreadnought. Stifle. Draw. Tog into Tog. Sure. Let's see. What is this? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 3. 6 plus 3 is 9. Slightly short. Wait, no. Plus 4. Could just go for it here. But it could also take 12. See what develops. Get the Armageddon in. I think that's good. Block with 1 Wayfarer? Nah, sometimes I double activate, right? Double activate just draws more Psychatog fodder later. So Armageddon. I have 2 cards in hand. They can't be Chain of Vapor. I think I just take 12. But my plan was to get Cephalid Coliseum, right? So I could also just play second Psychatog, right? I think it's like Armageddon, Factor Fiction. It's got to be enough here. I feel like Cephalid Coliseum is better, though. Can't draw Gush off the Cephalid Coliseum is the only thing that I'm kind of sad about. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, whatever. Pitch. I have 1 more land left in my deck, right? So I can go pitch. Pitch the Tog, do some math. Probably just pitch the Tog. Oh, I was like trying to think if I could like hold up Factor Fiction or whatever, because I already played my land drop. Oh wait, should I just kill him? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope, but it is enough for covering Dreadnought here, so that's good. Impulse can resolve. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Do I need to stop Vision Charm with double? So I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 activations. I kind of want the 11th activation. 3 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, and then 7 is 10 activations. 1, 2, 3, 7, 10 activations. Okay, I'll just do 10 activations, I think. Oh, wait, 10 activations is short exactly 1. That is less than an ideal. Shoot. Okay, so I can't double Counterspell. I can't ever double Counterspell. And I'm not going to play around double Daze. Exiling stuff to Psychatog is like the slowest thing ever. It's kind of the most annoying thing in the world. So the lesson here is that Cephalid Coliseum doesn't like really put too many pumps into Psychatog. It puts some, but not really that many. So the Vision Charm here is normally how they fight this. So we'll do this. I do have Counterspell. What do we want? I think just Island, right, in case we draw Gush. This isn't good. Now I have to fight to survive because I can't get anything off of this Fact or Fiction anymore. Oh, I have to play the Island first, obviously. All right, got the swords. How much toughness to survive? I think I have enough toughness to survive. And also there's no point in pecking here. Neutralize the threat. Oh my god. Oh, okay, it's Impulse. That would actually be hilarious banana sauce if it was straight up. I mean, they can get the Vision Charm, but if they Impulse into the Vision Charm, I'm like not even mad, right? Because I Fact or Fiction in this Plowshares, they're allowed to Vision Charm into the Impulse. All right, did I reload enough? Vindicate. I technically did reload enough, right? Because now I have 4 activations, so I can soak it. So 4 soak, 4 activations. Makes it 6 toughness, and then I take 5. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. Don't think I have a lot of lands left in my deck, so I think I'm just going to chill on these Wayfarers. I could have also just like offered the trade. So 4 gives it 6 toughness. I'll just give it 7 toughness. It'll be the same thing as if I cast a Wayfarer. Or should I just do 6 toughness? 6 toughness, what's the difference? Take 6, go down to 1, can't fetch. Okay, 7 toughness it is. I used to play around double stifle. So Circular Logic is no longer an out. Gush. Get your Gushies in. Ooh, another Psychatog. That's a fun way to back everything up. Like white. Might as well play an island. Yeah. Vindicate you. Chain of Vapor. Okay. I should sacrifice a land here. Gotta be Psychatog. Rejam with Stifle. Also still have to be wary of Powder Keg. One of those things. Strand. Swamp. Wayfarer. Might start activating on upkeep to flash for 1. Might get decked. How many Meddling Mages have died? 2. Can deal with 2. Oh, still not playing around Powder Keg like a genius. Ugh. Oh, they could pay for the Circular Logic. Duh. That's actually really funny. So that doesn't exactly work the way that it should, huh? Whoops. Dreadnought. Stifle. All right. It's time for you to go to the farms. I'm never going to draw another land again, please. All right, that's fine. We attack for 4 damage a turn. That's plenty. Although awkwardly, we've only dealt with 1 Dreadnought, but we have dealt with a lot of Stifles. Them not paying for the Circular, or not paying for the Circular Logic actually made a difference this game. And we learned a valuable lesson about Circular Logic there. All right. Flash 16. I'm not that gassed out, but... Because, yeah, I mean, Got the Tog. Tog is like always insurance here. I could also at some point get double Tog. One Tog has been dealt with. Also cast Armageddon at some point. It's not like the best Armageddon in the world, but it could definitely hurt their ability to operate. Also, I'm 6 minutes behind. Not ideal. Not ideal. All my mana is spent activating Psychatog. Okay, I have no more lands in my deck. Just looking for Gush, Geddon. Okay, they don't want to draw it out. Okay, not much changes. Still kind of just do the thing from last time. Guess I'm going to keep in Daze this time, though, is the only difference. I don't think... playing for Armageddon's a little awkward, but I think it's still sort of reasonable. Trim, trim, trim. I kind of have to trim Wayfarer more. I guess I have to trim the Daze. I don't know. Wayfarer's pretty good. It does hit. But I guess if I trim Moxes, trim Wayfarers makes sense. Mox isn't that exciting. I can just not play Armageddon. I really don't want to get kegged. So maybe, like, can't have a hand of all 2 drops. Also don't have Blades-Free Furnace. It kind of seems okay. Flash of Insight's like a pretty powerful card. I ended up cycling it last time just because I couldn't sit there and operate it the whole game. It's kind of an interesting one. Alright, we'll just let it ride. I like having options. I like having a little bit of everything. Keep my opponent guessing. Drop the Armageddon on them when they're at least expect it. Let's see if I get tided this time, though. Oh, I guess I don't board out diamonds because of the tide. It's like that they can just like Chain of Vapor the diamond or, you know, whatever. I kind of have to like play carefully. Or I guess I don't board out Weathered Wayfarer against tide. I guess it's okay. I boarded out one of everything. Sure. This is the hand. Not on the mulligan business, not on the draw. Dromar's Cavern is doing the thing where it sucks here. I had to think about the Merfolk Looter. They're like, is this card going to completely annihilate me? And the answer is sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. Gush Jam? In this economy? Okay. Vision Charm Mill Me in my Psychatog deck? Interesting choice. My deck also has Circular Logic. Circular Logic has a casting cost. Yeah, Curse Totem's pretty sick, though. I mean, especially double Curse Totem. Okay, fine. We're just doing this the fucking slow way. I don't care, man. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm here for a long time, not a good time, actually, is what I meant to say. I mean, I guess that means they can't powder keg for 2. Open Gush again. Ooh, this is aggressive. They want it. Nice. Yeah, this is cool. Oh, wait, only 1 Swarm. Interesting. I mean, I can't beat this plan in a long game, but I have the beatdown at least. I don't think we do anything here. I mean, Gush is tempting, but it's not... Oh, there's 2 Psychatogs here. All my Psychatogs are in play. That's not good. Okay, we're... Beatdown plan is beating it down. I don't know. Should we chill? I have nothing to do with the mana this turn. But I also kind of want to like get the Mox in play, and then that way I can later have Logic Counterspell up. I think it's still like a chill here. Because I want to have Counterspell Logic plus Daze. Chain of Vapor. Okay. I don't know, man. Vindicate seems like it doesn't do anything. Circular Logic also looks kind of bad. Ugh. Alright. Let's pitch the Circular Logic. I also just like don't want to get rando brain freezed. Essence. Okay, I mean they're doing this the hard way. They're like, ooh, no longer that crazy of a clock. God, I think it's still sit. It's got to be still sit. I'm not gonna like Gush Diamond into the brain freeze. Dude, I don't care, man. I'll attack for 7 turns. I'll do it. Although now would be a fine time to Gush. Although I did just draw that Polluted Delta, so now I can just play Polluted Delta, play Psychatog, Counterspell back up, Counterspell Daze, pretty good. Look for more backup. I don't know. Kind of like having Gush. Well, I've got double Gush, right? So I can Gush, and then if they like have Tide, I can like use the fetch land. I don't know. The fetch lands are good against Tide too. Disenchant. Can't cast too many spells this turn. I forgot that I don't want to cast the Diamond because I don't want to like cast 1,000 spells. Counterspell. Ugh, I think it's counterback. It's not a lethal Daze. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18. I can deal with 18. Okay. Just gonna let this Polluted Delta go away. Preserve the Brainstorm count, or Brain Freeze count. Double Disenchant. That's definitely adding to my confidence here. But attacking 7 times is also makes me feel pretty good. Second Mox. Okay. We have lots of outs to Tide now, even though it's probably not going to be a Tide. I don't want to like go for Disenchant, and then get Brain Freezed. But I guess I'm at 30. Guess I can go on my turn. Here we go, Disenchant, Vindicate. Guess I should have done it once I drew the second Disenchant. Because they'll fight the counter war here, and then like they won't be able to protect their Dreadnought, and then I'll have like the Disenchant for their Dreadnought. Okay. That was how I expected the Dreadnought matchup to go. I mean, it's crazy how close it can be against Dreadnought, though. I don't know. Awkward one. Meddling Mage doing the thing. Let's see, what did I do? I lost 0-2 to Dreadnought. Did I win one of those games? Merfolk Looter, let's go. Continue to give me the goods. I heard you like cantrips. What if you could cast a cantrip every turn? You just cast a cantrip every turn for free. It's got to be good, right? Woof. Weathered Wayfarer on the draw. Perfect mana. Don't mind if I do. Uh-oh, what do they play, Wayfarer? It's okay. I can just like get my Wayfarer plowed as well. Oh my god. Weathered Wayfarer Daze. Yeah, plow it. Yes! Yes! Okay, now I just need to draw Island. I could have opened on City of Brass, but I don't think that would have been good. Some sort of white control deck. Oh, Swamp. Interesting. Do I even play Swamp? I don't really want to get City of Brass Wastelanded. Actually, it's fine if it is. Playing Swamp seems really bad here. Call a Herd. Oath of Druids. Okie dokie. That is a card. Guess we need a Core Haven now. Oh, never mind. And that, my friends, is why you play Vindicate. Weathered Wayfarer gets in. Taste it. And then now we just need to fade the second Oath of Druids. Ooh, waste me. Waste me, daddy. Okay. Don't kill this now. Yes, 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 yes. I guess we get Flooded Strand here. Because of, we want to do the trick. Like either I get an activation with Daze or I get an activation with Flooded Strand. Sylvan. I have nothing to say about that. Want to hold up, well, no longer need to hold up Counterspell, huh? All right. But want to have access to 4 mana, don't I? I mean, I have a lot of options here. I think they'll just get their Sylvan value, but this is, and also we should be like thinking about what they're playing. They're just playing like lots of basics, Oath and Sylvan. Windswept Heath, Cracks. Something tasty. 3 mana, Terravor. Okay, so it's like green-white Terravor Oath. What if we just Factor Fiction? I guess I just want to naked Plowshares this thing so that I don't give it more, whatever. I kind of don't want to Plowshares this. is the problem. Because I just like don't want to give them the life with the Sylvan Library in play. What do? We get one more island, and then we just get the oh no, we're gonna have the island in play. So we have the Cephalid Coliseum. Or we just get the Dromars. So we have 4 lands in play. Dromars will be our 5th land. Maybe we just get island just because, well, no, I mean, we're going to fetch out the island. We can always island Daze. Dromar seems good. Cephalid's probably like the best. They might never play a 5th land. I also have to be like, I also can't like play any more lands after the 4th because I'll just get Armageddon. I guess Armageddon's never going to resolve. Just get Polluted Delta. I want the call. I mean, I've got so many more cards in hand. It's like seems really hard to imagine that I'm ever going to have bad things happen to me. So we just get the island, fetch the island. Okay, let's just get the Coliseum because we're about to Fact or Fiction, and then obviously we kind of want a Looter at some point. So Counterspell's like a little thin here because obviously we're kind of like trying to not get Oath of Druids, but I mean, notably we're also like insulated against any man land potentially. Fetch land would have been good. It would have allowed me to play a land, or Dromars would have been reasonable. I guess Dromars wouldn't be that good. There's a port. I don't think I care about port. Like I don't really need to wasteland it, but also I just like don't want to hand size this turn. Huh. Hand sizing does seem bad. All right, let's just go get a wasteland. Yeah, you may port an island. That's fine. Oh, Gush is excellent. All right, I would love to draw a Merfolk Looter. Goes for another Terravore. Guess it's time to start using Plowshares on these guys because I don't really want to give up all this counter magic that I have available. Sad that it lets them draw another card, but what can you do? I don't have a clock. There's the clock. All right, so yeah, I guess we just play Psychatog and let it get cooked. That's fine. That's why we play 4, right? Also, they're just dead, so. Oh wait, I don't let it get cooked, right? They have 1 Plowshares done. I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to foil. Like, if they have 2 Counterspells, it's like really bad. Or just 2 Plowshares, it's like really bad, right? Oh, but I will just plow another Terravore. Okay, yeah. I think I can just kill them now. 1 Swept Heath, fine. I mean, I guess I'll go get a land, right? And this time I'll get Dromars. Should I wasteland the Rishton port? It's kind of an interesting question. Yeah, I don't really want to get ported next turn. I don't want to give him 2 life or 3 life or whatever it ends up being, but oh, actually, I can just exile my lands. Okay, that's kind of good. Okay, and then I've got double plow covered, so should be in a good spot here. So why don't I just go exile? Oh, why don't we just Gush and put a Wonder into my graveyard? I don't know. Multiple such paths to victory. Okay, that did not help. Oh, I don't have foil available or Daze available. That was my mistake. If they give me the Vindicate, I can just Vindicate Terravore. Makes my life quite simple. Actually, it kind of doesn't matter. Yeah, I just choose the 3 pile right here, right? Choose the 3 pile. Play an island so we have Daze up. Play a Mox. pitch this. Exile my lands. Don't really love how the UI behaves. And then plow this 3/3 Terravor. And I think attack for lethal, I don't know. Oh, they ran out of basics too. Okay. Green-white Terravor situation with Oath. I think we just do this, right? And then we just don't. What do we do? I mean, all of my cards are good. Meddling Mage isn't that good. Isn't everything good? Like just Meddling Mage naming a Terravor or Oath Druids. Mox Diamond is good. I definitely don't need Armageddons. They're bringing all the Armageddons to town. I mean, Meddling Mage isn't great, but it attacks for 2. It's kind of reasonable. Everything's good. I have like so much card advantage. I have Psychatog to clean up my graveyard. I'll have Furnace for their graveyard. I mean, Weathered Wayfarer is like maybe not great because they're a Mox Diamond deck. Gush becomes good again. Everything's good. I'm just like tailor built to beat green-white targeted decks. Like even more so than Grotog is because, I don't know, I have Merfolk Looter. It's like so much better than Portent against specifically Targaryene because all the counterspells are good. Daze is fine. I mean, Daze is probably like the weakest card. Is it ever... I can trim Weathered Wayfarer? I don't know. Weathered Wayfarer is so excellent. They want their stupid lands in play. It's not like they're going to sit there on 3 lands, whereas I can sit there on 3 lands. Whatever. Start trimming stuff. Phyrexian Furnace isn't like the best card in the world. Like Mage is awkward. I can only name like Oath of Druids or Swords of Plowshares. Swords of Plowshares is my deck, or Terravor. So I don't want to like draw a bunch of Meddling Mages. I'll like run out of stuff to name. Whatever. Seems fine. Can't imagine this going poorly. Interesting. There's like, this is never a mulligan. This just isn't a mulligan. You could not force me to mulligan this hand. Like, I'll just never do it. Isn't this the best hand ever created? Whatever, Oath of Druids. Oh, Meddling Mage, fine. It's a good thing I have Vindicate, I guess. I'm like short on my 3rd way to remove a Meddling Mage. That means they don't want to play Oath. I'll just blow up Mox Diamonds then, I guess. I guess I will settle for blowing up Mox Diamond. See, this is kind of like the interesting thing is like if you like put Meddling Mage into your deck, you don't know what you're going to name. But it's kind of understandable. Do I have to counterspell anything? I guess I can certainly consider it. Like I would definitely counterspell a Terravor, right? And then a Disenchant is like super unfortunate here because they don't get value, but it's not like the worst. They're on a mulligan. They just have a Meddling Mage. Treetop Village. Whatever. Swords of Plowshares. Seems good. Nothing interesting for me to draw here, so I'm just going to move along. Russian port's annoying though. So they're just going to port me. Guess that's fine. Do I burn a Plowshares on Meddling Mage? Seems like a very easy card for me to obsolete, but if they are just going to use Treetop Village for the rest of the game to get their offense in, that's probably like great for me. So the free chip damage is probably worth stopping. Like the thing is like their deck just stalls out, right? So Vindicate, oh, that's interesting. I think we chill. I mean, I could always Vindicate the Treetop Village, but seems unnecessary. Like they're just gonna attack. Yeah, I think that's fine. Like it's so annoying. It's like pointless to Vindicate creatures that I can block with Psychatog. And the other thing is like I'm trying to save my Vindicate for like giant Terravors, right? Also, this is like a pretty spicy draw. Man, this deck does really want to play like, I mean, it's not like dying to play like a bunch of utility lands, but it certainly like wouldn't mind. Should I cast Factory Fiction now or later? Seems like a fine now. I can have Counterspell up if I feel like it. If I get one for it on the Psychatog, I think well, this one's different. If I get played like this, Weathered Wayfarer land, Mox Diamond Tog. Weathered Wayfarer land is like pretty compelling. I'll just take Tog though. Force them to kill it. And what should I do? I guess I can't pitch anything to this Mox. I mean, pitching Island to the Mox is like not ideal. But it's okay. Dromars. Pick up this Plains. Oh, I could have also just played a normal land, I guess, because now I have to play a Mox. But Mox pitching Plains is not the worst thing that's ever happened. I think it's still Mox pitching Island. I cast the Gush already. See how many Plowshares they have in their hand. I can live with a few. Casting something. Terror Boy. Okay. Interesting predicament it puts me in. I think it's just Vindicate the Terror Boy. And then Plains Mox, Island Mox. 3 Moxes. Nothing can go wrong from here. Nothing has ever gone wrong from 3 Mox spot. Spots seems pretty nuts. I have like 1,000 resources. They have nothing. Yep. That's the best I got. Let's go grab a Wasteland. Furnace. Sure. Wasteland. Hold priority. Cephalid Coliseum time. Furnace. Probably gonna cycle this, but we'll see. Sylvan. Huh. They're 22 life. I think we don't counter Sylvan. I think we counter the card that gets drawn off Sylvan. Or we just draw a Disenchant at any point. Gemstone Mine. Gush. Okay. Cool. Play Tog. Oops. Where's blue? Oh, I guess I can be ported off Counterspell. Not playing a land though. We'll just like activate Cephalid Coliseum and then hold priority and then put a land into our hand. I guess the Cephalid Coliseum could get wastelanded. Yeah. Probably go after the Dromars, right? Colorless. Go for Armageddon. Cataclysm. I mean, I don't really want to have 1 Mox Diamond after all is said and done. Okay, that was their maximum output. So what is our best punish? Disenchant the library, probably. I mean, I guess I can just like get a Wasteland. Maybe not. The land I'm getting is like planning on being discarded most of the time. So I'll just get a fetch because my fetches are so bad all the time. Foil Gush. Okay, well, that changes things. Huh. Okay, we're going to pitch the Gush and then just pitch Plowshares. And then we have like Gush Foil Disenchant. Seems fine. They have 1 card in hand. Disenchant the Sylvan. I still have islands left in my deck, right? So should be okay. Little bit of mismanagement there. I mean, I got a little bit greedy. I figured drawing the extra card, I'd have all these cards I'd want to discard, but it turns out I just drew straight gas and I want to have the Plowshares in my hand. Like the additional Gush is still good too. You can waste land every day, man. Like, these are not things that bother me. Oh, that's fine. Merfolk Looter. I'm just trying to draw more chaff, I think. Although I am going to fetch an island, right? So I could just play island. I'm going to fetch an island. So what I'm going to cast Psychatog. Okay, no, I want chaff. I mean, I could always cast Merfolk Looter, but no, I wanted a card to discard alongside foil. 1 for a Tog, and then Tog should just do all 18 damage from here. Plowshares, Gush, foil. Oops, I should like play Wasteland or something. I guess whatever I play gets boarded next turn. Kind of doesn't matter. All right, top deck or bust from them. Yep, GG's. Pretty good matchup for my side. All right, the Looter deck was both fun, interesting, and kind of good. It was like a reasonable, interesting, kind of good card. Did I play 3 Wastelands? I might have tinkered with this. I recorded like the rounds like a while ago, and some stuff of like setting up my computer and work has kept me from doing this wrap up. So I'm wrapping this up basically like 2 weeks after I've actually played this league. But in that time, I've decided to call this deck Esper Bobs because even though it's got Chris, it has Weathered Wayfarer and Looter basically feel like Bobs, and they draw cards. So Esper Bobs, they have 1 toughness. I don't know. Rolls off the tongue. Deck was like pretty exciting and pretty fun, and I just need to like sort of tweak things. This is a weird candidate for playing like 68 cards or whatever, so that you can like have a lot of fetch lands and you can play your lair, and you could play like, I don't know, a City of Traders, probably not, but like you could maybe fit in one more Wasteland, which would be nice, and then not really hurt the deck too much. I don't know if I needed to play Fact or Fiction. I kind of liked that all of like a lot of the card advantage was repeated. Gush was like really difficult to support in this deck. So yeah, I don't know. Definitely things to tweak with, but like the core, like this sort of, all these creatures are awesome. They really are good when they're in play. And like I played like a surprisingly good sort of grindy game. I was pretty happy with that, and I don't know. I think this deck has potential. It surprised me. So yeah, keep an eye out. I think Esper Bobs. Could be the future.